Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're currently in Deskley, looking at their truck port, which is very overcrowded. Particularly on this fuel line, it's delivering both fuel and tools. It's not something that we want. In the last episode, we saw that we got some new trucks. So let's substitute those in, because they'll be a bit faster for moving fuel. Hopefully that will work out that it needs to move the tools to the other line. And then on the tools line, this guy. We just want a little bit bigger trucks. We've also got some bus stops here that have a lot of people waiting. So that's the clockwise version. It's also the clockwise version. And we previously had the Schneiders. We're going to upgrade to the Daimlers. And we're going to add some more. So that should help out around here. This guy over here, the counterclockwise version. While we're here, let's just change them out to be the same type, but we won't necessarily add any more. Maybe we will. Yeah, let's do it. Let's add some more. Small town now with a lot of public transport options. So we've got this guy down here sorted. Now there's another place like that, which is over here. We've got all this oil that we're struggling to move up to our oil refinery. And there's a lot of oil going over to Torca that we're just not moving. Now, why is that? I'm not 100% sure. Because these trains should be fine. It's a reasonable rate. Just not entirely sure. Why are they losing? Well, maybe it's just a timing thing. That's okay then. So there were those two. There was this timber factory up here. We've got, who knows, let me click on them. Who knows how many of these very old trucks? They're all queued up here waiting. We've got 80 of them. Which ones were they? These guys possibly? Who knows? We'll go up to the tarpaulin truck since there's nothing specific. Replace. I actually want all of them to be replaced. And we can sell some of these. How many? I don't know. Let's start with 20. Sell. That might be weird considering that it was already overcrowded. But it's not doing us any help when they're all just queued up here. We can't actually get them moving. So the road between the two locations, we're going to give an upgrade. So those trucks were limited to 60. And since we still don't have access to traffic light control, we're just going to use the medium country roads. And we're going to upgrade everything along here. So they can go just that little bit faster. So that's one change. The next change is we're actually going to lay some new road. So they do go like down here. It's a fair detour than if they could just shortcut across. And the same over here, if they could just shortcut across rather than go out and around down here. So let's build some new road. Let's start going out there. Run along the side of this farm. We'll turn in down here. So that will reroute the trucks along there. And then over here, we're going to pause for the moment because we're going to make this new road the only road. So you will come down here like so. Let's put a bridge in there. Let's look at the contours. Let's go back here a little bit more. Why won't you let me? There we go. Make a road there. So we can go this way. Let's maybe go to here. Come around here. And then we'll connect those up. So we're not going down and back up again. We've got a more direct route through here. Now we have to get these trucks off of this little bit of road. So we'll just do that so that they can leave. There we go. Now they're all queued up here and they'll rally out one by one. Let's just smooth some of this terrain out. And where we had the old road. It's not gonna? That's okay. Maybe it's like painted different or something. Sometimes you'll see that in the countryside. Especially here in Australia. Just an old road. It's just sitting there just a little bit different. Okay, we can get rid of you. And they're all good to go. In terms of what that did to the movement, still about 573, but look at this, there's 10 queued up now. So we're going to take off another 10. Gone. Now hopefully these will be able to spread themselves out a little bit better. So that we can actually deal with some of this timber. Now at rate 475, it's about half what it needs to be. We'll just leave it for a little while and see how it goes. But we will come back to it. But it does affect our sawmill, which affects tools that we're making down the other end of the map. The third and final thing that we'd like to do today is to get this construction material over into Medno so that we can get it around this side of the map, like say Trebuchet, Desclay, anywhere else here that needs it. Now, one of the biggest issues that I had as I was planning this out, our cargo is on the left hand side of the passenger line coming along here, which is fine. This is all good. This is all good. The stuff here on the left hand side. Okay, well, and we really want it on this lane, which is where our cargo stuff is going. That's on the right hand side. So how are we going to go from the left hand side to the right hand side? Well, this curve here, we could continue the bridge a bit further to change sides, then connect it into here on the right. But as we come around here on the right, we don't have any additional platforms. So we'll need to expand this guy to make him bigger, or merge tracks. Now if we look here at what tracks are available, we've already got 2 lines going up and down here. One doing everything in boxcars, the other guy doing everything on the plank, what's flat car with side stakes. There you go. Flat car with side stakes can move Conmat over to Deskley. But with that line already having, with those two tracks already having two lines, we don't really want to interfere with them. So we're going to need to move everything over a bit, which is a little bit frustrating, but we can do it. So let's get this track extended out so that we have somewhere to work to. And our trains are going to come up here and then hook a left. Exactly where they're going to do that, there's not a lot of space here. So the inside will be the tightest radius. So if we say like, does that work? Not really. That kind of works. It's a very tight bend though. Just see how it goes. So collision on this side, that's not great. So that's snapped onto the same location. It doesn't like this first section here. So what if we bring it back a little bit? See, this is now really, really sharp. A third option is to just make this a 6 wide bridge. But at the moment, there's nothing on our cargo going through here. Be a little bit of a waste. Let's get the other end down here done while we can. Where are you? There. What's caught up with this road? Not an important road. We might want to fix it later just for some visual appeal, but for now it can stay. So that comes around there. Ooh, that's a... Now, the question is, where on here is it going to let this snap to? Too much slope, eh? It really doesn't like this at all. Bridge pillar collision. So that works. And then I guess we can do this. Have them merge on the bridge. That's like never gonna happen in real life. And these are clipping with each other. That's really, really gross. Even here, I don't think they're properly clipping with each other. Okay, let's go back. So that was trying to get it into our existing line, into a new line. So how can we go from here and go left then? If it won't let us do it from up here. We got any more track left in there? We do. Do we need to come back even further and go from here? So that seems to make the game happy. We do this one as well. Let's just stop there for the moment. There's a little bit of clipping out onto the track. Nothing too bad like we saw before. That might have to be our solution. Let's see how it goes. So we'll come over here. Like so. And then we need to get our cargo onto the other side. Now how close can we get this without it wanting to snap? There we go. Yeah, can we? Okay, so that's a good height that we can now keep it flat. We're in the right hand track, so we want to make sure we've got enough space on this side to fit a left hand track. Let's get the bridge section in first. Awesome. And then we're aiming for over there. We want to come back down to the ground. Oops, we got that not quite right, going in the right direction. There we go, that's better. Not entirely sure why it carved out so much of a cutout there, but it is what it is. And then from here, we now need to upgrade this station. The first thing is not even in there. It's all got catenary, which is good. None of it is fast track. Let's make this all fast track. At least where our new train's going to be coming in. Over here, we can go to the old stuff. Our old trains aren't that quick anyway. And now that there's no train in here, we're just going to quickly pause. Sometimes the game has trouble when you're adding platforms to an existing station. It gets confused about which number is which. We're going to go a little bit bonkers here and add a lot of tracks. So I've got everything in now. So all the platforms will have been renumbered. Whoops. Then we've got a platform in here. Now we've got the next track. And then the next platform. And then one more track right out on the side here. So I've taken it from 3 platforms all the way out to 7. Now these 2 we're going to reconfigure to come into what will now be platforms 5 and 6. So we'll just pause. We're going to need to take out a whole bunch of stuff here. Bring you back as well. Bring you back a bit more. That will probably be good. Let's just see what happens. So that's a bit tight there. So let's go back a little bit further. So 162, cargo is limited to 160, so that will be fine. So we can do this. We can put a diamond pattern in here. And we can, the 2 lines going to the port, we can relabel them to go onto platform 5 and platform 6. Press play. Now everything will be able to keep operational. We can't add new trains because nothing can get on here. We still can't use our new line, but everything that we already had will be able to keep going. Now let's come out of here. 1, 2. May as well do this for all of them. We want a diamond here. We want a diamond here. Why won't it let me put that one in? It's exactly the same as the previous one. Sometimes it's a bit silly. You know what? This one, you can drop down to 1 lane there. Then over here, maybe we'll start there. You can connect in. And this guy is purely decorative. And we'll have you come over like this. And we'll say yes, double flip there. Let's bring these around this corner. Now where on that corner, it's kind of about there, where I think we'll want them to start diverging. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. And it would be nice if we had, if our trains could change tracks across here. Not that they need to, but just for the aesthetic appeal. Before we do that though, we're going to put in our signals. So we need new signals here at the station. That one we don't want. And then coming out here, we want new signals coming down here. That's good. going back the other way. I think that'll be fine. When this side is already done. So I think we can just put a couple of tracks across like this, just to make it look a bit nicer. No practical effect, just to look a bit nicer. And up this end, we need to get trains into all of the tracks. So let's be pretty zealous with how steep some of these go, because these ones are again just for decorative purposes. So you can come down here. Let's bring you down a bit. You can come down here. Let's let that go through to I don't know why it's insisting on keeping them as two separate gantries rather than just one. It's a bit weird. And then we'll bring you over like that. So now all of these can feed into all of this, which is amazing. Now we just got to get our new cargo line operational. So we'll say new line. This is a rail line. I'm not entirely sure what that area is over there. Well, it is Desclay. There you go. Desclay to Medno. Conmat. Let's color it red, as we do for Conmat. We got the other one red. Let's go like a bright red then. Let's put everything on the same platform. Unhelpful. Well, we don't have enough platforms here. We've got 3 lines now on 2 platforms. Okay. Let's keep them. Back how it had it. So the Conmat trains are interfering with each other and not the stone train. Now that will get us Conmat over to here. We need to then move it from here into Medno. We've already got a truck stop out here. So let's expand this bad boy a little bit. And come into town and look and say, well, they want loads of Conmat. Let's drop off some there. Some over here. And neither of those are going to interfere with the bus routes, which is awesome. So now we're going to have a truck line. This will be Medno Conmat delivery. But nothing else red around here. So we're going to go from there, through here, and through here. Now let's get a truck on there. Here's our road depot. Looks like we're just going to be using the opals again. Just get one on there for now, so the line becomes operational. And we're going to need to manage these a little bit. So on the Conmat line, we want to say only Conmat. On the food line, we want to say Medno Exchange, only food. So they don't get in each other's way. And these guys, well, they don't need a truck upgrade. They're not stuck there. That's one of them. And then the other line, still no diesel trains. Got some electrics now. Does this line need it? Possibly not. Let's go flat car. Now we saw this one at a lot of Conmat. So let's go with a relatively sizable train to start. Bright red on the Desclay to Medno line. It's already worked out to send... Wait, how is it getting to Desclay beforehand? I don't know how it was getting there. It was somehow. Interesting. It has to be on a ship. I have no idea how it was getting there, but it was. But now, by bringing it into the station, it will transfer someone to this line to transfer across here into Desclay. We've got a lot of people waiting here. And we've just got a train coming in. We'll leave it for the time being, but that's a few sets of people waiting. And you've got a lot of people waiting on you. Now there again, they're the old Schneider buses. We've got a new one as well. Loads a bit faster, but lower capacity. Drives a bit faster. Let's do that to get them moving around a bit better. You're basically packed with people. So are you. Interesting. It's awesome that our people are going around everywhere. Less so that they're waiting a long time. Okay. It just is what it is. Not sending much to Medno yet, but... Oh, it's got stone. Not sure why. But there will be a train here somewhere. This guy? It's our new Conmat delivery train in here to Medno. Now that... Let's put a few trucks on there, because this one's 119. So that will be helpful. And then over here in Desclay, it only wants 57. Which one is it? This one. They're all around there. And a lot of that can be reached from the port directly. So we don't actually need to do anything here. Once they're on the ship, they'll transfer across and we'll be good to go. Now, let's come up here and check how our timber is going. Our trucks have settled down at a rate of 735, which is way... So remember, we removed 30 trucks, and our transfer rate's gone up by 200. We've still got them queuing a little bit here. Is this due to something happening at either end? No? Okay. And this is max at 800. So I think once we get our next truck size that's a bit bigger, this guy will come under control. Be able to keep managing it with one line, which will be awesome. Now let's look at our grain trucks over here. We've got 2 of them. And they're both driving through the city, which is not something that we necessarily want them to do. We don't want them doing that because we don't want them blocking up traffic in here. So they'll be okay. Now, does this have enough grain? This looks like it needs some more grain getting in there. Look at all these little trucks. Now, there's more grain fields over here. We will be able to, just by being a little bit clever, hopefully get both of these operational at the same time. Yeah, that's good enough like that. So this guy connects to both of these now, just by being clever with our placement. We'll upgrade some of these roads. This we want as a country road. Why has it put stuff in like that? This we want as a country road. We need some more drop off over here. So we're going to do that. We're going to add another drop off point on the opposite side of the road. We're going to upgrade this section of road. Yeah, sure, that bit too. And that will give us somewhere for this grain to be dropped off. So this is Zala 3 and 4. Where's 2 then? Zala grain 3, 4 to Zala food. Let's go light orange. Light yellow. From there to here. That's 2 similar to everything else here. We will make it orange then. If we go the opposite side of the road, yeah, that will be a little bit better. So which side of the road is this one stopping on? It doesn't matter, it's gonna take the same path either way. How old is that bit of road? We better get that upgraded. We want some new trucks. Some grain trucks. How many? Let's say 15 to start. These were an orangey color. Now, let's get to upgrading. So upgrade that section. And we're going to put in a shortcut there. So we'll see how this goes at moving grain over to our farm. It should go pretty good. How many people waiting here? A lot. So we saw over here there were a lot waiting to go back the other way. Like that way. That tells me we need another train on there to help move that section. This guy looks okay. We come down here and check. Everything has started to pick up, which is good. Amazing. We do need to manage this station though, because we've now got 3 trains, 2 platforms. They will get in each other's way. And some of these guys look like they can potentially do with a bit of an upgrade. So let's put one of you on there. And these are box cars. So let's do this. We'll repaint you purple. And this is the other line going out to the station. It's already relatively sizable, so it can stay for now. We will put the same locomotive on the front. Just so they have the ability to get to the same speed. Well, here's our Conmat train. We'll ride him in a minute. Now from here, Pizzerno doesn't want any Conmat, neither does Torca. Trebuchet does. Now, there'll be a question for the next episode of how do we get Conmat from here in Medno, or here in Zala, over to Trebuchet. Because this is a massive drop. And we don't have any route from here down to here. Unless we put in a new road and run some trucks down there. That's the only way. Maybe it will be the only way. And from here, we've got a lot of passenger services dotted across the countryside. How are they all going to fit together? If we were to try and hook a cargo line around there. Could be a bit iffy. Now, let's look at this station. We can see that the building is off center. We don't actually want that one. So we'll build out to the left here. Now you can go to there like so. And then we're going to cross over here. If it will let me see what we're doing. Just like that. Yes, double flip. And then we want a signal in here. But it has to be 2-way. So that the train can come in and leave. Otherwise it'll get very, very iffy. We could just track this a little bit more. Let's just see how that goes. And we'll move the stone line. So you... Wait, why would we move the stone line? It's already okay. We'll move a new Conmat line, since it's the one that caused all the problems, over to platform 3. There we go. Not gonna put another set of signals here, just in case they get themselves confused and block each other, which wouldn't surprise me if they do. Now, there's a lot waiting here. I guess they'll be okay. I think we've made good progress today. Except... oh, look, all this stone here waiting to go. So that's at a production rate of 400, and our trucks are doing 127. $382. 3 more. 400. Come on. 445. Close enough. So moving more stone will mean more construction materials down here. Are they waiting on stone? Not really. But it will help. Oil in here. This is a lot of oil. Are these a lot of old trucks? Oop, autosave. Caught by the autosave. They were. Let's replace them all with some slightly newer trucks. And hopefully this will help get this backlog down. We've got a massive backlog over here, which we just can't seem to... I mean, they're ascending at 80. That's kind of as good as we can hope for. Well, it's 50 up at the end here. I think we're just going to have to put another train on there and see how it goes until we get some bigger oil transfer units. My brain couldn't think of what they were called. Tankers. Let's just put this on fast speed for the time being to finish off. Let's sit on board our new... Oop, how do we move around? Let's sit back here on our new construction materials rail line. Oop, there we go this side so we get smacked by the poles. Thank you very much everyone for stopping by today. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel. It does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll catch you all next time. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.